Kendrick Lamar's 2025 Super Bowl halftime show performance has the crowd going wild. The rapper kicked off his high-energy set with a message from Samuel L. Jackson, giving his best Uncle Sam impression.
Salutations! It's your Uncle Sam, and this is the Great American Game.
Among the many songs he performed throughout the set, he made sure to include his major 2017 hit, Humble.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
Later, artist SZA joined Kendrick on stage and made us see all the stars. And of course, Kendrick had to perform his hit song, Not Like Us, which is allegedly a diss track at Drake. But before he started, he had a couple of things to say about those lawsuits.
I want to make a move.
For sure.
I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue.
What song?
Yeah, that song.
There was even a cameo from one of Kendrick's superfans, Serena Williams, showing off her dance moves.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us. They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
Kendrick wraps the performance with one of his signature tracks, sounding off for all the West Coast.
Yeah, can bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my, oh my, what's up? Gotta, turn this TV off. 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 Turn this.
All right. I just want to say that, first of all, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Hope y'all had a wonderful Super Bowl weekend. This is Anthony L. Kelly back again for another edition of Bajillion. Bajillion. Shout out to my auntie. Happy birthday to my auntie. She celebrated her 88th birthday on Saturday at the Chinese buffet there in Summerville, South Carolina. We had a ball. Had some family members there, a good bit, not a lot, but we had enough. Kendrick Lamar is a combination of four people: Tupac, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nas. And of course, he's himself, but he's a combination of four people: Tupac, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nas. And not particularly in that order. He's that guy who realizes he has a huge responsibility. And his priority is to get rid of the fat, or get rid of the, if you're making milk, all the cream on the top that you can't really use for anything, scrape that stuff off. That would be Drake. All the shake, get rid of that. You can't use it. Or you could use it, but you can't use it for what he's doing. Last night's performance. First of all, shout out to the Eagles, man. The Philadelphia Eagles. They did something I did not expect that. They pretty much gave Kansas City 14 points. I think it was 14-40. I think this is the last score. Let me see. Let me ask Siri if she was. Siri, what was the Kansas City Chiefs Philadelphia Eagles game score? 22-40. So basically, the Eagles gave Kansas City 22 points. I mean, they really did. They really did. The score could have been 60-0. I had never seen a game like that. Kansas City looked like the Kansas City Chiefs from 1992. You remember how Kansas City used to be horrible? The Chiefs used to be horrible, y'all. Maybe it wasn't 92, but y'all remember back in the 90s, the Chiefs. Who? Playing the Chiefs? Who's that? You know what I mean? That's how bad they were. Anyways, Kendrick Lamar did his thing last night, man. We're gonna get right into we're gonna get back into the story. Y'all hold tight. All right, man. I spilled some water on my mouse a couple of days ago, and this mouse is not behaving right these days, so y'all bear with me. Come on, Bajillion, open up. Yes, this is where we left off on Saturday. Let's go ahead and open this up. Just then, the flashing speakers. Hold on. Let me turn this down a little bit. Just then, the flashing speakers, the colors, the bass, how the music blended so well. It was all having a hypnotic effect on Jacob. Looking around, the colors from the flashing speakers were trailing, swirling in the beautiful patterns of light. While surveying the garage, Jacob noticed that everyone was holding a red cup. Instead of going directly to cleaning fish, his dad, instead of going directly into the kitchen to clean fish, his dad had been pulled out of the kitchen and back on the dance floor. If there were a dance floor, goodness gracious, y'all, I'm trying to get I'm hot. I want to take my shirt off, but let's see how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn the ceiling fan on. Y'all hold tight. All right. Okay, you guys might hear that whirling sound. All right, that's the ceiling fan. I'll have to turn it off in a little bit, but let's go back up to, I'm gonna make this here because I gotta do something else. I gotta do it. I apologize now. Let's make this purple. I'll be back down here. We gotta take it back to Fred, when Fred and Henry were speaking, and I gotta put in some things here, and we may have to stay there for a little while, but yeah, so right here. All right, so all right, let's see. Excuse me. All right, so, well, goodness, said Henry as he put down his own bucket. His eyes were locked on a familiar face. It was Frederick Sr. Just look at what the wind blew in, Henry said. Yeah, I guess you can say that, replied Frederick. The taller man stood while straddling the bench. Fred and Henry shook hands and embraced the way two black men do as a greeting. Next, it was Jacob's turn to greet the near stranger. Though shaking hands with Mr. Fred had caused the boy more pain, he didn't show it. As the two men started catching up on the happenings in their lives, Fred, not being completely honest, Henry assumed as much by the avoidance of eye contact. Lily assumed a normal position of harassing Jacob. Looks like that bucket was heavy, she said with a smirk. Looks like your bottom lip is too, Jacob countered. Whatever, ugly duckling, said Lily. Then, as though they were going tit for tat, Jacob asked with exuberance, Hey, guess what? What? Lily asked. With a glassy stare, the girl's attention was back on her dad. We caught some of your cousins today. Want to see? The boy added while moving the heavy bucket next to the girl's feet. All right, Jake. Be nice, Henry interrupted. I never pay attention to him, Mr. Wallace. He has a crush on me. That's why he acts like that, Lily insisted. A tight smile that held his lips together helped contain the boy's thoughts, which were overflowing with a collection of unkind words. Thankfully, before bursting with meanness, Jacob realized the risk of losing his future puppy and opted to let the perfect moment of sarcasm pass, but not without mouthing the words "ugliest duckling" back at her while his dad continued talking to Frederick Sr. I know, Lily heard her dad say in a drunken slur, aside to the obvious swaying that began immediately after the two men embraced. He was nearing incoherence. But she hadn't seen her father in years. So what? He was drunk. And soon everyone else would know what she had been knowing the entire afternoon. He'd been drinking heavily. Nevertheless, her father, the man who'd been gone for all those years without coming to visit his children once, was back, and that's all that mattered. The last time we saw each other was right before I started working, Fred replied. I know I should have come back to see my children. He stumbled over the word children. Yeah, you should have, Henry agreed. Anyway, how's it going up there in the big city? You still making good money at that plant? Oh, it's going. Pretty good, I guess. I mean, hell, I still got a job. Yeah, so you made it through all the layoffs, said Henry. Shit, yeah. Those white boys can't hang with me. You know I've been welding since high school, you know. Old man Jenkins taught me a lot. Yep, he's still there too at the career center, said Henry. Oh yeah? I gotta see the old hillbilly. Should his name be Jenkins? Jenkins sounds like a black guy. I guess you can have black hillbillies, but anyways, use your imagination on that one. With that being said, the man's mood suddenly fell flat. Boss man told me the other day my name came up. So I don't know how much longer it's gonna be, but he's just looking for an excuse. Excuse? Asked Henry. Yeah, somebody went and lied, told the man I came in drunk on Saturday. Now, Fred, did you? Come on now. What'd I look like coming in drunk? I had a few beers the night before. Might have been a 6-pack or a little more. A few shots of vodka. Me and this old Mexican gal was celebrating Cinco de Mayo. It was a few months late, but a promise is a promise. Anyway, you know me. It takes a whole lot more to get me tight. I can handle mine. With those words, Lily simply got up and left. After hearing the conversation take a slow roll downhill, the girl decided to locate Sonia. I know what you're saying, Fred, but you can't give them an excuse. You can't give them a reason, Henry said. Look, you know how those good old boys stick together. It's not just in the South either. They're everywhere, even Jersey. It had been at least 2 years since the two men had seen each other, and Henry was already unimpressed by Fred's unusual detachment of responsibility. In being so, he too decided to leave the man there to clean fish. Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna go have some of my wife's famous lemonade. Let me see. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I don't want to make it too obvious, you know what I mean? To drink. And see what these women of mine are cooking up in the kitchen before cleaning these fish, said Henry as he walked away carrying the buckets. Said Henry as he wait a minute. It had been at least 2 years since the two men had seen each other, and Henry was already unimpressed by Fred's usual detachment of responsibility. In being so, he too decided to go leave. All right. So the man as he got up. As he got up. All right. Hey, let me holler. Holler at you a sec. Frederick said to him, standing in close proximity. Sim. Wow, I just spelled that right, y'all. My spelling is getting better. That's wishful thinking, but I actually spelled that right just now, and I'm proud of myself. So, oh Lord, standing in close proximity. As the two men stood in close proximity, Fred said in a low tone, Those guys, man. Those guys, man. Those guys, man. That's not right. What guys? Come on now, get it right this morning. Pops. He doesn't realize how serious these guys are. Frederick. Wow, I actually wrote Fred and I didn't even realize it. Real gangsters. We're talking about product. And Suge is telling me he's no longer going to make any more. What are you saying exactly? Fred. Yeah, I'm saying they either, I'm saying I'm saying the last time I saw them, the boss, head honcho, head honcho said something about giving the old man an offer he can't refuse. I'm gonna go back and fix this, y'all. So this is all off the top right now. So please don't judge me too much. I know Fred, I know Hank keeps asking the question, what are you saying? What are you saying? But I'll go back later on and some people just say that, so that's real, dialogue. In some cases, if you're confused, if you're totally confused, you want to understand what the person is saying, even though you understand what he's saying, you know what I mean? crackers. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe would he say crackers? Would Fred say crackers when he has two kids who are biracial, and he married he had kids with the white woman? Would he say crackers? He's a dirtbag, so maybe he would. Maybe he would, refer to his own children as crackers. You know what I mean? And are they? They're Italian too. Let's just do this. Spell ploy. Oh. Damn, I forgot her name. What's his baby mama name? What's Sonia and Freddie's mom name? Not Sonia. Lily. What's Lily and Freddie Jr.'s mom? What's her name? I forget her name. Goodness gracious. Go talk with Lux. I'm gonna leave this in the purple too, y'all. I'll be back. What page is this? This is page 43. We're gonna take it back to the top. I think their last name is Nowak. This is how I find certain things within the story. Right now, the story is 106 pages long, which is not even halfway. It's not even halfway of. My normal books are about 350 pages. So what I'm gonna do, because it's so long, 106 pages, I'm gonna put the cursor right here on my name, and then I'm gonna go down here in the bottom left corner, click on the pages, and then I'm going to go up here to the search document drop down, and I'm going to choose advanced find. And I think I remember the last name was Nowak, I believe, or something like that. So we just put Nova, and we're going to go there. Oh, let me see. Something. Enter page number. No, we don't want to go there. We want to go to find, and then we're going to go to find next. Nowalski, that's what it was. So Nowalski, a good friend of Sonia and sister of Jacob's, Lily Nowalski. What's the mom name now? Let's keep going down. Hilarious block between two over Jamel Turner. Okay, wait a minute. With the petty argument broke out. Okay. Okay, so Polish Wallace's, but European ethnicity, white, Lily, Sonia validation. Oh, Maggie. Her name is Magdalena. Okay. Also living with their grandfather was their mother, Magdalena, Suge's mother, their great-grandmother, Martha Louise, and Penny, Suge's daughter and youngest child. So Magdalena, we're going to call her Maggie. Okay. I got to remember her name. So let's go back down to 43. I think it was 43, right? Oh, that's too far. Yes, right here. All right, that's where we left off at. And if I'm moving too fast, this is a video, so y'all can always go back and rewind things and pause. All right, go talk with. We're gonna put Magdalena right here. You know, Magdalena. Go talk with Magdalena. We'll call her Maggie later on. I want to put Magdalena here because I want to remember her name. And yeah. She's at the party and we hadn't mentioned her yet. The only ones that there's a few people who are not there yet, but I want to point out the fact that she's there. Okay. Henry suggested. What time is it? All right, y'all. It's been 35 minutes. I had to go up and revise some things. So we're gonna pick it back up here tomorrow, and then we'll continue on. But how much? So what are you saying? All right. So let's go back up here. All of this is gonna be. What are you saying exactly, Fred? Okay. These are real gangsters. Yeah, I wrote a pretty good bit. What guys? As the two men stood in close proximity, Fred, okay, hey, let me holler at you a sec, okay. Said Henry as he got up. Okay. So all of this is gonna be in the purple, y'all. This is all that this is everything I gotta work on. I gotta massage that tomorrow. So we're gonna leave it right there and return here tomorrow. Right now it's been 36 minutes. Thank you all for stopping by. Again, this is Anthony O'Kelly. Hit that like, subscribe, share, comment, leave a comment. I have zero comments. So if you want to be the first person to leave a comment on one of my videos, I don't care if you hit, if you just hit the X. You got a meeting today? Okay. So I got to get out of here. Y'all be blessed. This is Anthony O'Kelly. I'm out.